I know that in my unboxing video, I had some samples and I had tried them. So I kind of want to go over some of the things that I've tried recently and let you know how it went. So the Redrum, and sorry, part of it's missing, by RPM. This one was a fat loss stimulator. Can't really say that it actually stimulated fat loss. I don't really know, it was just a sample. It's really too hard to say, but for this brand, the taste isn't horrible, but it's also not great. I think that the other sample that I had, the thermogenic one, it was cherry lime, and that flavor was disgusting. I couldn't even finish it, and it made me feel sick to my stomach. So I don't recommend that one. This one was okay though. It was 5 calories for the one packet, 1 gram of carbohydrates. I like that it does have 108 milligrams of potassium in it. And then taurine. It's got beet in it, beetroot, which is actually something I like to take. I have beet powder as well, so not bad. I wasn't like really impressed though. I'm not gonna go buy it. Also, I had the Redrum pre-workout energy and performance intensifier. It was kiwi strawberry flavored. Again, not horrible, not wonderful. It was tolerable. This did not give me that like warm and fuzzy, tingly, like, oh, let's go work out feeling. I definitely could tell the caffeine content in it was pretty strong, it felt like. So I actually got a little bit jittery with this, so I didn't really like that part of it. It almost made me feel a little nauseous when I was at the gym. So if I did get this one, I might consider it, but I would probably only do half the dose. So if you're someone who's sensitive to caffeine, I would even say maybe start with a fourth of the serving and kind of see how it works for you. But I did feel like I had a good workout and I was able to push through it. So it worked in that aspect, just wasn't really feeling all that well. I just tried this today and I just had a little taste after I made my yogurt, but it's the Nectar Caribbean Cooler. If you guys have seen some of my other videos, you know that I like the Nectar Strawberry Mousse flavor that I put in my yogurts. So I've been wanting to try this flavor, but I was really nervous about getting it because I didn't want to pay, you know, $32 and then not like the flavor. So when I was at Vitamin Shop last week, I actually got a sample pack, which was really exciting. So these are lactose and gluten-free. It mixes really well. It's a very fine powder. So I don't find that I really need like magic bullet or blender or anything to mix. It mixes pretty well and it mixes very well with yogurt, which is what I like to use it for a lot. And when you do mix it, it's not like a thick consistency. It's very thin, so if you don't have to add like a ton of water to it. You can just do the 6 to 8 ounces of water and it still be almost like the consistency of water. So that's really nice. So it's 23 grams of protein for the packet. It will only be 100 calories, which is really nice. There's 0 carbs and 0 sugars. So pretty good stuff. I'm definitely glad that I was able to try it, and it is something that I would purchase in the future. All right, so when I was at Vitamin Shop, I also came across this paleo-inspired protein bar. It's Caveman Primal Bar. It's chicken, and it was the blueberry pepper. So I don't know what I was thinking that day, because usually I wouldn't try something like this, because that just doesn't sound good, blueberry and pepper, but I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. And the good news is that I liked it. It was actually not bad. It was just kind of like eating like a turkey jerky or that sort of thing. It wasn't too hard to chew. The flavor was not bad. There was just like a hint of sweetness in it. It wasn't really blueberry. I do like pepper jerky, so I did enjoy the pepper that was in the mix, but it was overall pretty good. And again, it's paleo inspired, all natural chicken used, no added hormones, gluten-free, and no nitrates. So that's a plus. It does have 2 grams of fiber, 13 grams of carbs. The fat content was 2.5 grams. It's 150 calories to the bar, and you get 18 grams of protein. So definitely a nice thing to have if you're on the go. Now, because it is paleo inspired, they don't have a long shelf life. So it isn't something that you want to have on hand for a long time. All right, also, one other thing that I got last week was, okay, before I go into that. So I'm at Vitamin Shop and I'm looking around and I'm like, okay, I know that I want this one brownie, fudge brownie one. So I see that one and I get it. And I'm like, okay, one other protein. And I'm looking around and I'm like, ooh, this brand has like a birthday cake flavor. And I either want birthday cake or cake batter. And I'm like looking around, but then I see another one and I don't even remember what the flavor was, but I was like, oh, that sounds good. And then there was a key lime one and I was like, ooh, that would be really good with my yogurt. So I was just overwhelmed by the flavors. I mean, if I had a bunch of money, I would have bought them all because I love protein powders and I love trying new things with them. So it was really hard to make a choice. So I have liked a lot of Optimum Nutrition products. So this is the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey, and the flavor that I got was birthday cake. Yummy. So one thing that I love about the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey is 5.5 grams of BCAAs, the branched chain amino acids. Those are gonna help, they're the building blocks for the protein. So it's great that it's in this protein product. Also, it has 4 grams of glutamine. Glutamine is going to help with recovery as well as BCAAs. So it's really awesome that they're in this. It makes a great pre or post-workout shake. For 1 scoop, that's a serving, it's 130 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 5 carbohydrates, 2 grams of sugar, and 24 grams of protein. So with their proteins, I like them because again, they're not gonna be really thick. I have used a shaker cup to blend them before and have had success. I guess it just depends on the shaker cup. I prefer to mix most of my proteins in a Magic Bullet. I just find that there are like no chunks that way. So, but this one, like I said, I've used in a shaker cup before and have been successful. Just really make sure you shake it a lot. But, so the powder is pretty fine. They're very reputable. So it is a good company. It's one of the first ones that I went to. I love, again, that they have the 5.5 grams of BCAA in there and then the 4 grams of glutamine. It's gonna be great for recovery. It's like wham bam, thank you ma'am, all in one. Awesome. As far as the flavor on the birthday cake one, honestly, I was a little bit disappointed. Don't get me wrong, it's still good. It does have a nice taste to it. It just wasn't the taste that I was expecting. So, I kind of thought that it would taste more like the Core Fetty Cake Batter by Cellucor. I really do like that flavor, so I was I was just kind of hoping that it was more like that, but it is still a pretty good taste, just not what I was expecting. So don't hold that against it. Again, still pretty good. I'd buy it again, but I'd probably buy the porphyry cake batter before I buy this one. Or I'll just try another one. But one of the reasons I did go with it, again, not to beat a dead horse, is the BCAAs and the glutamine in it. So pretty good overall. I give it an 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5. Okay guys, well, that about sums that up.